What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. In this video, I'm going to make a Spleef arena. This is part 2 of 2, and, yeah. We basically just have this inner part to work with, and this should take about probably 20 to 30 minutes. It shouldn't be as long as the first part was, because I know 40 minutes is a lot to sit through. My tutorials are usually never that long, except for things like cinema, and, like, ones like that. But usually my tutorials are 30 minutes and under. That was 38. And that was only part 1. Because usually when it's a build longer than 30 minutes, I will usually split it up into multiple parts, like Granny and FNAF and stuff. So yeah, here's what we have to do in this part. We just have this inside space. You should have the stair. Oh, I took it. That's not supposed to be missing. Let me fix that actually. I don't know where that went. Took its means elsewhere. But yeah, it's not a lot to do. But yeah. So this is what you should have if you did part 1, basically just a shell. And to start off, for material-wise, you want to get out block of quartz, stone bricks, glass panes, glass blocks, brick stairs, I can tell you for a fact any more than that. Snow, chests, and I think we're just gonna go with that. I don't know what else we... I think that's everything. Alright, so the first thing you want to do is you want to place a row of block of quartz under these spruce wood stairs where you can. Make sure you place one under every single spruce stair, because this won't be important. Except for under the ones where there's brick under them already. You don't really need to worry about it there. Also, sorry. I did close the window, but I can still hear it. Frickin' people deciding to do yard work. Nah, I just like to... I always make my video, like, at the same time, or record it at least. It's usually, like, anywhere from 6 to 7. 6 o'clock whenever the Capitals play. Because it is Tuesday. Alright. Just like that. And we'll also make an announcement, actually, after this next step. What you want to do is you want to place a row of block of quartz. There's nothing to do with Minecraft. A row of block of quartz that goes around the inside of this circle. Make sure you also place it in the doorways here. Just like that. But when you go around, you want to make sure that you do double up the corners. So basically, instead of just placing it going on like that, you want to... Usually I was telling you don't place the corners here. You want to place them this time. So basically, the only really thing is you have to be able to walk on the entire path, and it should only be 1 block. This is important... because if you mess this up, it will mess up the shape of the actual, Spleef arena itself. So, yeah. Make sure that you don't forget any corners. You could basically just, once you're done with it, you can just look at it from an overhead and be able to tell, okay, is there a corner missing anywhere? And I will also show you the overhead of what mine looks like so you can compare. Just like that. So you can see basically on every single corner, the stair, if you move it diagonally towards the center, there is still a block of quartz there. And that goes for, I believe, every single stair. No matter which way you go diagonally from it, if it has multiple ways to go. Well, I guess, yeah. Alright, just like that. You don't want to do the same thing with that, except you want to place it with a row of stone bricks. So, again, row of stone bricks inside, and you do want to double up the corners again, making sure that it is basically a walkable path. It's literally the exact same thing that we just did with the quartz, except with stone bricks. So it's something that if you placed fence on it, the fence would not overhang the blocks, and it would also be, like all touching. Which is actually the only reason it is like this. Because of the step after this. I know I said I was going to say an announcement after the next step, but I'll do it in a second. Just like that. We're slowly moving inwards, and it actually is kind of cool to do that, in my opinion. You want to place a row of glass panes on top of the row of stone bricks. Oh, god, that went bad quick. Alright, I'll say it after I finish placing the panes. Actually, no, I can just say it right now. So, I've decided that, because I usually make NHL, and I used to make Madden videos, but I stopped on Madden. I'm gonna actually stop making NHL 21 and beyond videos. Just because they haven't really meshed well with the current kind of setup that I am going with as far as what I make for content on the channel. However, with that being said, I may end up doing it in the future, maybe not necessarily on this channel. You'll see probably by the end of the year if I do end up doing what I want to do, which you can probably guess what it is at this point. But I don't know. I don't want to have those videos clogging up those, because I always go through that like rotation, which I'm kind of starting to try and break a little bit so I can double up things. But just because I don't really want, like, because I want to try and make the transition around shorter, so each video gets less time in between. And so I decided that the best way to do that would probably be to just say goodbye to something. And NHL 21 is really the thing that I'm most comfortable with doing that with. With that being said, let's move on to the next step. So, under all of your stone bricks, you don't actually have to do it on these like corner ones that are inside like there. You don't have to really do it on those, but I would just for the look of the inside. But you basically want to place 2 rows of glass blocks moving down from every single stone brick. Do not use panes for this. If you use panes, then you can jump up on the ledge of the panes. Also, don't do it on the sides with the arches. Basically, like these long rows where the arches are, you would just want to place 1 block on either, or I guess 2 technically if you do the corners, but 1 extra in the corner, just like that. So you should have a big old, like, 5-block gap in the middle. Yeah. And do that, again, on both sides where the archways are on the bottom floor. And what I was saying is, if you do panes, you can jump up on the ledge of the panes, and if you are playing Spleef, that's a very good way to cheat. I was actually going to originally use brick walls instead of glass blocks, but after I realized that you can jump through that, I decided to switch it up to glass. But why is that so loud? I'm lucky I did close the window this time, because they're still going and it's still loud. Also, I know my steps are sometimes inconvenient. Sorry about that, because I know it's dumb. Like, place some of them, but I won't place all of them. Basically, just make sure that the archway has a clear-cut path through. And we're actually going to be modifying the, I guess the inside, if you will. You'll see, because there's a few things that I just want to switch up. Alright, just like that. So again, you have your 2 open areas here. Now, under all of your glass blocks, you want to place 2 rows of stone bricks. You only need to place 1. However, I am telling you to place the second because it will make the next step a bit easier. Well, not the next step. One of the next steps. It's just kind of for, I guess, modeling purposes. And for representing kind of, I guess, boundaries better for it. Alright, we're God, that's a lot of blocks. Okay, thanks. Let me just, boop, there we go. I was just turning my phone on Do Not Disturb mode, because I don't really need to hear about the Devils pregame show. One of the downsides of favoriting every single team, so you get to know every single goal that happens without having to check. So yeah. Once you're done that, you should have something that looks like this. Now, at the two sides where you have the openings, you want to place moving down from the far, I guess the far side rows of stone bricks, which is the ones close to the glass. You want to place an upside down brick stair facing inward, so towards the center. Right side up brick stair, and then 2 stone bricks below it. And do that on both sides. You don't have to do this. You can just place panes or blocks or whatever. Again, do not use brick, or do not use walls or fences or panes for this. Just like that. Now, take out your snow. And you have to use snow for this, by the way. You can use any light source or anything at all. It's up to you. Okay, before we actually do this, if you want, below the circle, you can break the ground and replace it with lava. If you want the spleef ending to be death. If you want it to be an escape, what I do is I'd replace this floor with maybe quartz, and then just have like a little area under here where there's, I don't know, maybe like a secret ladder, and you could have, I don't know, like an area even like here. And then you could have like a door or something, up to you what you want to do from there. But just, I don't know, you could have like an area and then they can pop back up somewhere like that. But I would do that first before you place your snow. I'm not going to show you how to do that because it's up to you what you want down there. I'm just giving ideas. On the bottom row of stone bricks here on the 2 doorways, not the outer doorways, the little ones here at the inner circle, these with the stairs, the brick stairs. The bottom row, you want to place 3 snow connecting both pathways at the bottom row of stone brick. Just like that. Sorry, I accidentally started with quartz. Just like that. You then want to fill in the center of your circle in with snow blocks. Now this isn't really something, this isn't like I never use snow. Snow is a really nice looking block. But you do have to use snow whether you like it or not, because Spleef kind of requires snow to be used. Because snow is the quickest block to be able to break. Now, even with that being said, what I would recommend doing is to get diamond shovels with unbreaking and efficiency. Because if they don't have efficiency, I do not believe they break them instantly, and you want the snow to break instantly. I should actually play Spleef now that I have this. I haven't played Spleef in Minecraft in forever. And also, thank you to whoever suggested this. I believe someone did, and I do not recall who it was, so I apologize for that. But if you did suggest it, you do know who you are, and yeah, thank you for that. Because it's things like this that I really love making, because it's something that I never get a chance to really make. Especially for tutorials, especially something like a smaller scale, but also making it a little bit bigger at the same time. It's not something I do all the time. But, yeah, hopefully you did enjoy this. And you like this arena. I personally do like it. But, I mean, again, I don't want to toot my own horn, but I don't think it's, like, terrible. It obviously could be better, could be worse, but with what the game is in general, I'm happy with how it turned out. Because, again, not something that I ever really make. And also, big circles are not my strong suit at all, as you can tell. Pretty much just turned out to be a round-edged square. But, yeah. Once you're done, that is basically all the visible stuff done, except for through the glass, but we're gonna ignore that. But it is the next step, so we're technically not ignoring it. Now, what you want to do is you basically want to, this is what I'd recommend doing. First of all, you might want to get out night vision. You don't need it because it's fairly bright in there, but I'm just going to get it so it's even brighter. But basically, what you should do is you should break this outer brick row of the archway, or I guess the most inner row of the brick arch, just like that. You can also make this one stone brick if you'd like. Here, I'll show you actually what it looks like with stone brick. I think it's better with stone brick. And also in the ceiling where you break the brick archway, you want to replace it with quartz. And I would also replace this with quartz, actually, since you can't see that. But yeah, I actually think it does look better that way. So yeah, that's what I would recommend doing. Taking off the two inner layers of the archway, replacing the most inner one with stone bricks, except for on the ceiling, where both rows just want to become a block of quartz. Just like that. And then at the front and the back, yeah, front and back, you have these little two bricks sticking out. You want to break them and replace them with block of quartz as well, because you won't be able to see that from the top, and you won't be able to see it from the bottom, so I would just fix it. And also, I know this space is a little cramped. I am sorry about that. You can actually, you do have a little bit of space, I believe, if you want to break out in this area. Yeah, you've got a little bit of space there. So you can make that like a little locker room if you really wanted to go there. It's actually not a bad idea, to be honest. You then want to fill in your floor of this outer trim circle in with block of quartz at this bottom row of stone bricks. Actually, on both circles. The bottom row of stone bricks on both stone brick on both circles. But yeah, this is one of those things where it's like, go crazy with it, do what you want. Because as I used to say, I haven't actually said it in a while. Once you make the build, it's in your world and it is in your possession, so you may do whatever you would like with it. And yeah. It's funny, because I never really imagined making tutorials. Like, when I was first playing Minecraft, like, you obviously, if you've been here for a long time, like, before 100, I don't even know if, well, I know there's, like, one person, I think. But if you've been here before 100, you'll, like, know that how different my building has changed compared to the first tutorial to the last, which is, I guess, this one at the time. Although, it's nowhere near the last. That was just an example for time at this moment, but, like, how different my style has changed. I've talked about this before, but, like, how much your style and everything just kind of changes, and your building will obviously improve the more you build. And, like, my old Walmart's is probably one of the best examples I can think of. I used to really like it when I first made it. I was like, okay, I like this. This is good. I thought that it was peak performance from me. Looking back at it, definitely not up to my standards now, especially comparing it to the newer Walmart, which might be one of my new favorite tutorials of mine. Which I know is high praise as well, because I have made so many tutorials at this point. Once you're done, this is what you should have. Now, if you're gonna make the locker rooms, you want to place chests in there with shovels. If you are not, I would just place like a chest either, or I guess just even one chest on either side of these doorways. Just kind of like that. I'd place a double chest or single, doesn't really matter. And then I'd fill them with diamond shovels enchanted with unbreaking and efficiency. Because I'll actually show you what that does in survival compared to a normal one. Where's efficiency? There it is. Efficiency 5. Go, I guess, efficiency 5 if you can, and then highest unbreaking. And then, again, I will compare that to a normal diamond shovel. How it will break the snow. And you could even put, like, Silk Touch on and have hoppers below if you wanted to reuse the snow. Efficiency 5, unbreaking. Let's go into survival, if it will load. Hello. There we go. There's game mode S. There we go. So you can see okay, it does break it pretty instantly, but like... Yeah, it actually doesn't make a difference. I thought it made a big difference, but no, it doesn't. And then, obviously, oh yeah, that's the problem. You definitely change the floor to something that isn't grass, because... especially if you use on fish efficiency. So, yeah. So I guess it actually doesn't matter like I thought it did. So sorry. Just normal diamond shovel does work. As you can see, I do have old reliable in here actually still. If you don't know what that's actually from before Bedrock existed. I'm gonna just replace this. Nobody knows that's down there. Nobody will ever know. Except for literally anyone who's watching this video. But that's beyond the point. I guess not everyone, because some people just kind of like to click on videos and click off them. Believe me, I've done that my fair share of times, so no shame. Except it's my I'm just kidding. Literally, I don't care at all. You could despise it, but at this point, it doesn't matter. But yeah, always be happy with what you do. Whether other people enjoy it or not, you should be proud of what you do, because yeah. But yeah, on that note, once you have done that, ladies and gentlemen, that is your what's it called? Spleef Arena 2 parts complete. Thank you guys for watching this video, and hope you guys did enjoy this video. God, that was a lot of butchering of words. Have a fantastic rest of your day, night, and I will see you on the next one. Peace.